Hello, everyone. This is the video for navigating our course. So in this video, I'm going to try to explain the different portions of the course, the different types of assignments that you're going to be doing, and how to access all of the portions of the course overall. Okay. Since this is going to be nearly entirely a completely online course, it's to your benefit to sort of start looking at this material and at least learn how to navigate the course in and of itself. Okay. So what I want to do right now is I'm going to share my screen, and I'm going to show you guys the Canvas page and all that good stuff. Okay. So this is our Canvas page. All right. You can go ahead and use the links on the left-hand side here, or you can use this grid that I have at the bottom. Okay, now, by and large, for the entirety of the course, if you go to the modules, okay, you will be able to go through the course from here. Okay, now, as a template, I'm going to use chapter 1 to show you guys how this is going to work out. Okay. We have a number of sections that we're going to do from the textbook. Okay. Section 1 is approximating areas. Okay. So we're going to start off with a very quick recap of the end of Calc 1. Okay. So like I said, I'm going to use section 1.1 as a template here. Okay. There's 3 assignments that everybody's going to need to complete. There's going to be quick checks. Okay. There's going to be an online portion, online homework, where you just put in your answer, and if it's right, great. If not, you can either do it again or request a new problem. And then there's lecture questions. Okay, so I want you to keep that in mind. So the 3 sort of topics, the 3 items that we have, right? Quick checks, online homework, and the lecture questions. Okay, all of them you can get to from the modules themselves. Okay, so if you go to the modules and you just start going section 1.1, 1.2, 1.3, 1.4, 1.5, so on and so forth, you should be able to make progress through the course. Okay, now, how do we get to these things? So, like I said, you can get to them from the modules themselves. Okay, but what I want to show you guys all is this right here, this table, which has got the access to all of it. Okay. Discussions and quick checks. So when you get to do the quick checks, this is a spot you can come to. The lecture questions, you can access them from, you can access how to turn them in from the modules themselves. But what I want to show you guys is this button right here, online course notes. So if you go ahead and click on it, what you'll see is that it opens up a new tab. It should open up a new tab for everybody, and it takes you to our online notes. Okay. And like I said, I'm going to use section 1.1 in this case as the template here. Okay. It opens up a OneNote, and this has our filled out notes. Okay. As you'll see when you go to the lecture questions, to turn in the lecture questions, that's where you're going to be able to find the recordings for me filling out these notes. They are those videos are, I am recycling, okay? You might find one over the course of this summer where I'm going to be redoing a couple of them. Some of them I don't like. So, but no matter what, if there's any problem with you accessing those notes or those videos, let me know. It's probably some linking error between YouTube and Canvas, okay? Something I can fix on my end, okay? So, I guess as a point of navigation, there's 3 little bars over here at the, they look like books, sort of one slanted over. That's a menu, so you can close that out and you can make this bigger. So I can view this in 150%. So I would highly suggest that when you look at these notes, okay, that when you look at these notes, you do it on some screen that's bigger than a cell phone. I mean, you can look at them through a cell phone. It's just going to be very tedious. Don't do that to your eyes, okay? So now, when you get access to these notes, okay, just I want everybody, now we're going to bring that back. There was quick checks, lecture questions, and online homework, correct? Okay, so what you guys will see throughout the course is that the notes are going to be filled out, right? You guys are going to watch the video. I'm going to tell you guys when to pause for the quick checks. Now, if you guys take a look, all of these quick checks have either, a number in them, or a little later, it's just going to say odd or even, okay? You all are going to be assigned a group, okay? And depending on what group you're in, that's the quick check that you're going to complete. So you don't have to complete all of the quick checks. You just have to complete the ones that are for your group. So, for example, if in your quick check, if you are in quick check group 3, you will only have to finish this one that says 3 and 7. Okay, that's the only one that you have to complete. Group 2 will complete group 2. Group 4 will complete group 4. Okay, so everybody in their group is going to finish up one of these problems. Okay. Afterwards, I am going to look at everybody's responses. This is where I'm going to have the interaction with each group. Okay. And tell you guys like, yeah, that's correct. Something went wrong here. So it's to your benefit to do these sort of in a timely manner. Okay. Just keep in mind, right? As my syllabus said, once a grade is assigned, I will not change it. Okay. For the quick checks though, so long as you make a good faith effort and so long as you put down some forward progress on the problem itself, you'll get full points. These are supposed to be problems for you to try out, okay, and show your attempt on paper, okay. Like I said, I will grab answers from everybody and post them in these notes. So eventually, right, the answers for each one of these quick checks will be in your notes here. Okay, and they'll show up right there to the right of each one of the problems. Okay, if there's any notes, I'll put the notes down with it. Okay, so this is quick checks, right? Sometimes there are, I think, a handful of sections which have no quick checks. Most of the sections have maybe 1 or 2 quick checks. There's another handful that have more, so 3, 4 quick checks. These is, like I said, it's supposed to be for practice. I don't entirely, I'm not going to penalize you if you get a solution wrong. That's actually something I want to see. If you get a solution wrong, right, I want to see it. That is a learning experience for someone else. Okay, sometimes, and this happens, you make a mistake in one of your distributions. I want to see that, and I want to put it in your notes. Okay. Oh yeah, just keep that in mind. All right. So once you do the quick check, right? You're going to go ahead and turn in your assignment. You're going to turn in the quick check. I'm going to put it into the notes. Okay, you get to continue. I explain a fair amount of the theory for why, the math is what it is. Here's another one. So here's quick check number 2. The odds will do the top one, right? The evens will do the bottom one. Okay, so if your groups 1 and 3 do the top, groups 2 and 4 do the bottom. Okay, I explain some more of the theory, okay, and then at the very bottom, okay, I have these things called lecture questions. These are supposed to be handwritten problems that you guys are all supposed to be trying out. If you want to download the notes and put them down, if you want to complete them using your tablet, that's perfectly fine. However you want to complete this is perfectly fine with me. These are going to be the more stringently graded assignments. Okay, so I do expect everyone to fully explain themselves, fully provide justification for every single part of your solution for this one. Okay, and the lecture questions tend to be Sometimes a little more difficult, a little bit more on the explanatory side. It'll require a little bit more work for you to show, okay? But I don't give more than maybe 3 or 4 of these problems, okay? And they're found at the very end of the of each of the lecture notes, okay? Let me scroll back up to the top here. There are 2 ways for you to access these notes should you want to print them out and fill them out for yourself. One location is going to be right here where it says files. There's going to be a link that has course notes, right? And the other one is directly from our notes. You can go ahead and click either one of these, either the Word version or the PDF version, and you can download them from there. Okay? So in every single one of these lecture notes, right, there are 2 things. There's the quick checks, right, which we've already discussed. At the very end, there are the lecture notes, right, these at the very end, okay? So the last thing is the online homework, okay? So that, I'm going to go back to my modules, okay? And for the online homework, right, it's for this one, it's going to be section 1.1. I'm going to be using an online system called My Open Math, okay? This is really what makes the course free, okay? It is an online system. You don't have to sign up for anything. The problems directly show up on your Canvas page once you click on them. The only way to access them is through the modules. Okay, so if you go ahead and hit start, there's a couple problems here that I'm going to have you do. There for this section 1.1 is 6. It randomizes, so your problem and a classmate's problem might be different. But it's going to use the same techniques, okay? So yeah, I think that is it in terms of what I wanted to explain in terms of navigation. If there's any questions on how to navigate the course, or if you're still lost on something, don't hesitate to email me, okay? Cool.